Hey everyone, and welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Pauline.
And I'm Taejha.
And we're going to start off talking about our favorite person. Well, my favorite person. Your favorite person? My favorite person.
Well, when people do ask, I am Team Rihanna, but...
Whoa. But was not expecting that
Beyonce is one of my favorites.
One of her... Okay, so that did not actually go according to how I thought it was going to go. So I'm a little bit taken aback.
I just like Rihanna's like persona.
No, you were right, Beyonce. You were right, Beyonce.
I like Rihanna's persona in regards to her realness, who she is. She portrays herself more than just being
Okay, this is actually a segment on Beyonce.
But it's all good. I love B. The Beehive goes. Wow. Crazy, literally.
Wow. I literally... was not expecting that, so I'm a little, like I said, I'm taken aback. It's gonna take me a moment to recover.
Oh my gosh, don't hate, Pauline.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just so surprised.
Really?
So surprised.
I
guess if I was going to say you'd be the Rihanna and I'd be the Beyonce.
Yeah, literally.
I can see it.
I do see it, but
what?
I do agree that Beyonce does have more vocal talent, technically speaking.
Credit where it's due.
Yes.
Credit where it's due.
But in regards to just like all around performer, Beyonce is it.
So I'm just trying to still figure out where Rihanna fits into this, but go ahead, keep going.
No, just me personally in regards to like her persona, how she portrays herself, her like iconism, like she lets a little more be known than Beyonce does also. That's just what I like as well. She's a little more like a little more fan oriented. Like she will touch her fans a little more and be more in tune with them, Rihanna, I feel, than Beyonce. I just personally feel that way.
Crickets.
You don't have to agree, but I just do. I just think so.
No, okay.
Because Beyonce's she's very high up on her pedestal. She is Beyonce.
Yes.
There is no
Beyonce
telling.
knows.
Yeah, there's no telling her if, ands, what's her, nothings, you know? Even though I agree, the same thing with Rihanna. I just think Rihanna is a little more personable. She's a little more...
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like
she's rude. No, I don't know.
I didn't say that she didn't have her rudeness to her, because Beyonce is rude too. If you
guys should see, you guys should see the way Taejha is talking to me right now. Her Rihanna is coming out like she has a finger wagging at me.
Because if you watch all those videos on YouTube, Beyonce is rude too. She is a diva, and there is no ifs, ands, or whats about it. But that's what I'm saying. Rihanna portrays it and just lets it be known. Okay. Beyonce be trying to be subliminal and be like, oh, she queen bee, with the same time she diva. You know, she did say she's a diva. She said it herself, and it was a song. So like, she let it be known, even though she lets it be known.
Well, whether you're Team Beyonce or Team Riri or just Team B-Ree, I don't know, because I'm kind of like both. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, but I will definitely take Beyonce. But I've never been to a Rihanna concert.
I'm also saying
I've only been to see Beyonce.
Yeah, but I'm also saying I've been to a Rihanna concert. I've also been to a Destiny's Child concert, not necessarily Beyonce, but she had her own segment because she was still Beyonce, you know. But at the same time, Rihanna just also puts out a lot more in regards to fashion, media. I think she just does. She dabbles in a little more things than Beyonce does, put it that way.
Interesting.
Like, where fans are able to see all around, like, okay, Beyonce came out with her clothing line, but what happened to that now? You know?
She doesn't release another... She just released another line, literally, like, this month.
I know, with her and Blue Ivy as well. Yeah, but it's like workout gear, too. You know? Like, I feel like Beyonce... Puma's better, though. Anyway,
Puma is only a thing right now because of Rihanna.
Oh yeah,
I forgot Puma existed.
Puma said that themselves. Puma like their CEO said themselves that they were kind of falling down without Rihanna's help.
No, they definitely knew. Mm-hmm. They don't sell anything but Rihanna's line. Like everything else is still no.
I think the reason why is that even though Rihanna and Beyonce are very secretive, Beyonce and Jay-Z are just too secretive. For me. That. Like, yeah, keep your relationship a secret, keep you guys to you, but like, can I get some more pictures of y'all just hanging out on the boat or something? You know, like just a little more, just be a little more personal. Yeah, just be a little more personal with your fans and with me. You know, that's just all I'm saying. That's just all. Well, Beyonce, when she's personal with her fans on concert, she be throwing some shade sometimes. It'd be funny. And speaking of her concert,
so I mean, we could definitely go into Beyonce Rihanna debate for an entire episode, I feel. But we did want to discuss Beyonce and most specifically her Beehive because
over the weekend?
So over the weekend, she did a benefit concert through Tidal, and which you probably have seen the pictures with her like her long braid that was going on.
It was like in Brooklyn recently.
Yes, and so well, Mewtwo doesn't have a long braid, but I just thought it just kind of gave me that Mortal Kombat like Pokemon anime vibe. But anyways, so she had a long ponytail, okay, and so while she was performing the song "Haunted," it caught on to her earring, and so she was wearing a bunch of earrings during that concert. It caught onto the earring, and
she happened to rip her earring out.
Right, and that happens, you know, like sometimes it does. It's a risk that you take, and that's why, like, you know, when you play sports and things, they tell you not to wear earrings, whatever. And so,
and during the concert, when she noticed that she was bleeding when she was singing the song, in the video you literally see her touch her face
because it probably hurt really bad.
Yeah, she touches her face, looks at her fingers, but she continues to sing this entire time, and then she just lets it go.
Continues on
the show,
right? And so, which is cool in itself, you know. And it clearly it must have hurt because, like you said, she didn't notice it, but not too much where she had to stop the show or anything like that, because it was just her earlobe, thankfully. But people, the thing is that her fans have taken it to the next level as far as on Twitter is concerned, and they have like the hashtag cut for Beyonce, hashtag bleed for Beyonce.
Yes.
One person even tweeted out, if Queen Bee had to endure pain, so do I.
Yes.
Tonight we hashtag cut for Beyonce. And people were like posting pictures of cutting like their ear. And
another fan also tweeted, if the queen bleeds, the hive must unify and leak our blood to restore her spirits.
Yes.
Like, this is just sounding like some whole crazy.
Yes, and I honestly don't think Beyonce would
be. I don't think that she's up for this
at all, because she just is not. I mean,
it's like the Justin Bieber thing when people were cutting themselves for Justin Bieber, and he had to go out publicly saying, "Please stop doing this because this is not what
okay.
I don't promote
don't
any
hurt
of
yourself."
This."
And so that's what they're doing or have been discussing. I really hope that you do not participate in this hashtag or this challenge or whatever, because it's not cool to hurt yourself purposely. And I'm sure Beyonce, like, and if you really are a lover of Beyonce, part of the Beehive, whatever, you would know that she would not be down for this.
Oh, of course, you would definitely know. And this just raises question also what I was saying before, how Beyonce is not, she doesn't publicize herself at all.
Yeah.
And that means in the media. So I wonder if she's ever gonna state anything and say anything and be like, okay, you guys need to stop.
Well, I think that it has kind of like died down now. It was mostly just that night. So hopefully people this is not going to be, you know, a thing or anything like that, because I'm sure she'll say something or put out like a statement, like, you know,
especially if it becomes a reoccurring thing that people are continuously doing,
hurting themselves.
Yeah, because most of the entertainment world, we're hoping that this is just a hoax, this is just a fad, you know, just some type of joke that people are saying in regards to what happened to Beyonce at the Tidal concert.
Extra.
Yes, but they do believe that some solidarity, you know, people who are
I've seen some pictures
unstable,
of people like bleeding, and encouraging just not good things to come up out of this. It's just not cool. It's not my thing.
Not at all. Because but in regards to the Justin Bieber thing, for him to stop smoking and people cutting themselves, like, that was really bad, to where there was a lot of different young girls showing themselves cutting themselves and whatnot. So I just hope that Beyonce fans are a lot smarter, even though there has been some reports and some pictures of them doing that. But I hope that they are a lot smarter and realizing that this is not something cool. Beyonce would ever approve of. She's also a mother.
Yeah,
don't hurt yourselves. It's
and
not
it was
right
an accident.
It
wasn't like she did it on stage on purpose. Like, it literally was an accident.
Exactly. And when she did it, the way she reacts, she keeps going. It's not like something that she wanted to happen in the first place.
Right. It wasn't planned or anything like that. So we're going to cut it to a quick break, but when we come back, we want to discuss Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell, as well as Gabrielle Union, a recap, and then Mariah Carey and what she's doing with Mac coming up, which I'm actually really excited about. So keep it locked here. You're listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. We will be right back.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch, whatever it may be.
Everyone, you are listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. And so Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell are two iconic supermodels that have in their own right changed the game at their time and at the prime of their careers. They have truly changed the fashion industry and continue even
to do
now
so.
To do so. Yeah.
And Naomi Campbell was one of the first supermodels in general, especially as being an African American supermodel.
Right.
While the problem it was in their past was because at least Tyra believed so when she first came out as being a supermodel. She got a lot of rejection, a lot of hard times to get into the limelight. But when she finally did, since she was also another African American supermodel, and there wasn't many of them at all, the media played Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell against each other a lot, to where just in any normal media beef wars that they make it seem like, oh, you know, Tyra's going to be there. Is Naomi going to like it? Which model are they going to use? Even though...
Yeah, you know, Tyra's younger and Naomi, you know...
was a little bit older. But honestly speaking, in today's day, Naomi's the one that's actually still being a runway supermodel to that extent. While Tyra still does a lot of business ventures and involved with modeling, but she's not the model... wearing the clothes on the runway herself anymore.
And so the reason why we bring this up is because in a recent interview that Tyra Banks was featured in, she had mentioned that she is afraid of Naomi Campbell still to this day.
Yes.
And now what it is, like how you were saying, it stems from previous things, like from the 90s. So this is like decades old and not necessarily beef anymore, because she did have Naomi Campbell in 2005 on her talk show,
the
Tyra Banks show. And they did discuss that old feud that they had, and they hashed it out a little bit, you know, and they discussed it. And they were able to move past it at that time.
Yeah, Tyra even mentioned to Naomi about a time where Naomi told Tyra, "You will never be me."
Right. And scared her.
Yeah.
And probably threatened her, whatever may have you, you know, let her know that you were not going to come for my throne without a fight. And so during the talk show, in the interview that Tyra just had, she brings us back to that talk show and to that episode and said that on a break, she and Naomi had more of like a personal moment where Naomi admitted and even apologized for making her feel that way at that time.
Yes.
And for how she had treated her when, Tyra was first, like you said, stepping out onto the scene.
Because mind you, at the time, Tyra was a teenager. She was a young girl.
Yes.
And then having all these other people in the media and even
I'm
Naomi herself.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't know if Tyra has ever really admitted this, but I am sure she grew up aspiring to be Naomi
in some means,
because you're
in some
the
way.
First to, you know, you paved the way, so I want to come up under you. And like you said, being so young, how because of the media and the way that society pitched them against each other, you know, and both working in Paris and things like that I'm sure Naomi could have potentially been a really good mentor to Tyra, and you know, but because of the industry, of the fact that looks, age, and body play so much into that that job and into that career, that you don't want to get replaced, and that's easily to be replaced. And to have someone who is a different look but similar, just because they both were African American, even though they are completely two different looks and bodies.
This was such a hard time for Tyra to go through during the time. She cried all the time, had to change change agencies, as well as trying to always get different jobs because her not wanting to work with Naomi or
to cross paths with her. And so in 2005, after that episode, Tyra did admit that she cried about it after, like, when Naomi did apologize, because finally she was able to kind of like release that. However, I think what she was meaning in the interview of still being afraid of her is the fact that she scared the little girl Tyra so bad that even still today, it's like she knows it's done with, but that was a scary moment for her.
And Tyra wants it to be known that she's not necessarily scared of Naomi as a person,
right? Because they've moved past,
but just a simple fact that time was definitely something that broke her down, and she's definitely still traumatized and scared of what she went through in regards to the person that Naomi portrayed herself to be.
Right.
Because she does say things in her interview, as well as she doesn't condone Naomi's actions because of how feisty and rude she acted to Tyra at the time. Because honestly speaking, if you're someone else in like just media are coming here saying, hey, look at this younger girl trying to take your seat, you better sit down, Naomi, because she's going to take your shine. I guess as a woman, as just a person, you would just feel defensive and always try to fight for your seat, fight for what you came here to show, and that you did everything you wanted to do to become a model. Why is this girl going to just take your shine now as well too? But I just feel like I hope and wish that Naomi has some type of mentor and guidance with her as well, that let her know, hey, she's a younger girl, she didn't do anything to you, how about we just take her into our arms and help her as a whole? Because imagine what that could have brought for the fashion industry if they didn't let the media play them against each other and they became one together.
Powerhouse.
Exactly.
So, and it also does show that sometimes things that happens to us when we're younger just like stays with us for so long, because even through all of Tyra's success and other ventures, it still hurt her. And so speaking of past hurts due to the industry, we wanted to give a recap on Gabrielle Union and BET. So in a previous episode, we discussed how Gabrielle was suing BET because she feels that they are not upholding their contract and that they're trying to...
They were trying to make the season have more episodes than she was actually contracted to do.
And so BET has come out in response to all this crazy madness in saying that they are still within their contractual rights.
Yeah, BET is standing their grounds with their lawsuit against Naomi Campbell, against Gabrielle Union. And it's spreading like wildfire. According to the reports, Gabrielle is suing them because she is out with outrageous conduct. But Union says that her contract clearly states that there should be no more filming other than 13 episodes of Being Mary Jane, even though, like we just previously said, BET is trying to get more episodes. BET released a statement saying that while we hold Gabrielle Union in the highest esteem, we feel strongly that we are contractually well within our rights and are committed to reaching a swift and positive resolution in this matter. So they believe that they still are able to do everything that they wanted to do in regards to how many episodes they're going to put out and what they're wanting from Gabrielle Union in the first place. But what I believe is, if they already signed a contract stating that this is the amount of episodes that you will be paid for, and this is how everything is going to go, I don't understand how you are now still within your contract by making her do more episodes for the same season and still paying her the same amount of money. I don't see how BET as a company doesn't see that, okay, if we're going to put more episodes in the season, we need to rewrite the contract and pay her for those episodes. It's not right for, at least what I'm interpreting from the situation, is that they're trying to make more episodes in this one season, but still pay her the same advance that they gave her for the entire season, and not pay her for those extra episodes and kind of brush off the next season because it already had all that information the previous season, but not give her advance for the next one. And that's just not right in any business situation. You pay people for their time.
Right. I agree. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see, because like we talked about too in that previous episode, the relationship that BET has always had with Gabrielle Union and vice versa. And so if anything else comes of this, we of course will give you guys an update, but we are going to cut it to a quick break. And when we come back, we want to discuss Mariah Carey and her line coming out with Through Max. So keep it locked here. You are listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. We will be right back.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now. Don't bother. What's hot on Netflix and everything in between. That's GSMCpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit GSMCpodcast.com for more info.
And welcome back to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast. And to end our show, we wanted to give you guys some new and cool news, especially for our makeup lovers out there, and even for those that love Miss Mariah Carey, MiMi herself. She is coming out with a new line with MAC, just like how other previous celebrities have in the past. We talked about Selena. Yeah, she's done it before.
Where she just dropped like a few items. I think it was just lipstick.
Mm-hmm. But this time, the campaign is being called MiMi with times MAC, you know. And this time, what's really cool about the campaign is that they're adding at least 4 different lipsticks.
Yeah, All I Want collection. Mm-hmm. I know. I'm so excited. There's going to be, like you said, lipstick.
There's lipstick, lip gloss, as well as bronzer, highlight,
foundation. They're going to have lashes, as well as even like tools, so like brushes and things like that. Eyeshadow,
like an eyeshadow pack, like with palette. 4 palette with 4 different ones as well.
It's
blush.
It's going to be I was looking, and you can go online and you can look up some of the items as well already, because the line hasn't been launched. According to Vogue, it's going to be around December, so Christmas time. And there's a bunch of different shades, and I think it's so exciting because I don't know, like I'm not one to like stand in line and rush out for certain products, especially when it comes to cosmetics, just because I'm only now starting to break into like actually wearing makeup. But I will say that I like neutral and like natural tones and sparkle,
and that's what it seems like.
Yes, it's
everything
like
that you want is for this.
Some of the lips are a little bit of the darker hue, as well as like a lot of sparkle, and like you said, with like the bronzer and highlight, it is more of like a beige and neutral nude tones, which I love, and is really like in right now, especially as we go into like the fall and winter season. The iconic, of course, is going to be a lot of sparkle and a lot of butterflies, which is, you know, her iconic
that's what's
thing.
So cool in regards to hers as well, is that she's putting the butterfly on all of her.
Yes, it's actually really cute.
With her signature as well. If you go online and
look at the products, they're really cute. They're totally Mariah. They're totally diva. They just, I feel
even like the casing that it's in, how it has the special glitter silver.
Yes, and I'm sure it's
cases for
so,
the lipsticks.
You're gonna feel like you're Mariah putting it. Like honestly, when I was looking at the which is so funny to me because I'm really not all this when it comes to makeup, but because this looks like a line, because I know that sometimes people will buy certain lines just because of who it is and who's promoting it, and I'm one of those people that I like to go with shades that actually like match me and match like my lifestyle, and I feel like this line I can wear like myself, because like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I think that because of like the tones and like the colors, since it's going to be, like I said, a lot of nude and sparkle, which I love anything sparkly. So I'm excited for this line. I'm hoping, I don't know, see, because a part of me is like, am I really going to try to get this the first day that it drops? And then the other part of me is like, yeah.
Honestly speaking, it's something that if you want it, you should try to get it the first day it launches, because with these MAC campaigns, when it sells out, it kind of sells out. They usually, it's over. They don't make
limited supply.
It's not another one happening and going on.
Right. And I kind of want to do some of the lips.
Yes.
And like
the lipsticks are going to be, and hopefully with MAC, since it's already like a franchise known company, they don't, even when they collab with a celebrity, they don't make their lipsticks and products go up in price. It's still going to be
whatever it is,
like a $16 lipstick, or maybe $20,
like $30, $40.
Exactly.
You're right about that. I agree.
And what's really cool, even though they haven't made an exact release date, it hopefully it is going to be released around the end of November, early December. Right in time for
so if you guys got
the holiday season.
Let them know. I don't, so I'm probably gonna have to save up some dollars for myself.
The colors that they come in, for any girl, you can't go wrong with like wearing a nude tone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like some of the lines that come out when they're like really bright pink, or like just for me myself, like when they come out with like green, like I'm not gonna wear a green lipstick. Yeah, I personally am not.
The Lady Gaga campaign that MAC came out with in the past, everybody like necessarily wasn't able to wear all those colors because they were so vibrant. Lipsticks. That's not my thing. Exactly. While you, like you just said, you don't wear makeup all the time, so having very neutral, like a really easygoing, nice, subtle. Exactly.
A little shimmer on my cheeks. Gonna
and
be really cute.
Just the way that they're campaigning it to just show Mariah laying there in, her
so
glitter.
Diva-ness. I know.
It just
I just want to be her. Yeah. I know. And it's funny because before we planned to talk about this topic, and when we were discussing what we were going to talk about for today, I watched like Empire, and I finally had a chance to
see her on the episode.
To catch up on Empire, and she's in it, and I was just like, oh, like she's so pretty to be right now. Like I just feel like she's always been really pretty, and so I'm excited
she's coming
for
back.
This line.
Yeah, she's coming, she had her kids, she had her little mishaps sometimes with the performances, but right now at the end of 2016, she's making a lot of really good comebacks in regards to music, and because even Empire is a acting musical show, and then now you're coming out with another campaign with MAC, and it's just, she looks beautiful, and she's definitely doing her thing in regards to keeping it.
I know, staying up and current and staying with the times, and always rebranding herself, but staying like the iconic like diva style. And like I said, there's also like the brush that I saw was one of the items that I saw, and it's really cute. Like the handle is all sparkly. Like I just feel like you're gonna feel sparkly, pretty, and like a diva using the products.
You will, because the collection is honestly gonna have every type of item you would need to put on your face as a girl. Yes. In regards to eyeshadow, lipstick, glosses,
I'm more
blush,
of like
bronzer.
A lip gloss person, just because like I don't want my lips to look dry, so like I try to stay away from lipsticks. But then my friend Chelsea, she was telling me that because she always wears her hair down and it's like really long. Yes. She doesn't like lip gloss because it's so sticky, and sometimes like her hair gets stuck. Like
that's why I like how they're coming out with both.
So you can it's a little bit of everything for anyone, and like you said with the eyeshadow palette, which is really nice, and then. I'm excited to see what people are going to come up with the items and with the products, all the different looks. Because a lot of people are everyone is more creative than I am, so I'm excited to see that.
I just honestly makes me so sad every time MAC does come out with these type of campaigns, because this is for sure going to be a limited time edition. But I do wish that they didn't make everything so limited time, especially because there's been a lot of campaigns in the quantities. Past. Yeah, that just for instance, like, I love Rihanna. When I did buy her MAC lipsticks through her campaign, Riri and MAC, once my lipstick's gone, it's gone. And those be some of your favorite shades. And a lot of people,
and that's the thing, what I think leads to them selling out so quickly is because some people will buy like multiple 4, 5, 10 of the same lip. Yes. Or of the bronzer they'll buy, because one, a lot of people do resell, and two,
if you break it,
when it gets discontinued, it's done. And so people, like you said, will buy multiple just because of the fear of I'm going to love this so much and never get it again.
Especially people who are beauty bloggers and stuff like that will buy multiple of them and sometimes give them away. And
those giveaways online.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, maybe that is just like a moneymaker for MAC sometimes to have it be limited edition. But with certain products that
Everybody
clients
loves sparkle.
continuously want more of.
Bring it back for
bring
like
it
a
back
limited
every
time.
Yes, every once in a while. Like even McDonald's does that. Limited edition. The McRibs. It comes every once in a while. Can we get it again?
Yes, the McRibs.
Seriously. So
no, right. Like
exactly.
those special director's cut. Yes. And so, and it's funny because I was just talking to my mom, because like I did say, I'm not really one to jump on, especially when it comes to cosmetics, to jump on something. But this one, I'm not going to lie, Mariah is intriguing me right now. But I was telling my mom, because the Selena line just came out and we spoke about that previously and how that sold out quite quickly, and as well as having people go early to the malls to go get the line and how it sold out that day. But I was telling my mom that one person that I would probably jump on really quickly would be Beyonce, because I feel like her tones and shades that she would pick would be something that I would wear. So I'm excited because Mariah has, done this, and it's more of my, and I'm just saying because personally I'm not too creative when it comes to my makeup. Like I stick with like the same tones. So since she has all those very neutral, natural tones. Right. And I'm willing to try. And I don't know if it's because I just think that like Mariah and I kind of like had the same coloring as far as like hair.
You just think she's your best friend.
And so, my girl Mariah. And so I feel like because she likes these shades, I probably will too. So I'm willing to try one of the darker lipsticks.
Because she would.
Because exactly.
If Mariah can do it, you can do it, Pauline.
Exactly. I feel like it's just going to bring out the inner diva
within
you. And I'm just going to be sparkling with my highlights.
The emancipation of Pauline.
So, yes, I will try. I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm actually going to be like logging on really quick to get it online. I don't know. Maybe I will. Who knows? It depends on how I'm feeling that day when it launches.
Honestly, this just gives her own credit. As if it goes very well, she can launch her own makeup line legit on her own. Just because like Kylie Jenner, she's never launched anything with MAC, but
through she just did it on her,
does it her it's technically through ColourPop, but it's continuously going,
and I think
always
that,
new releases.
Anything about Mariah touches this really turns to gold, so I don't see why
it would be a bad venture to go out into.
And she has like the perfume and things like that.
It would definitely all coincide together for the full Mariah Carey fan experience,
and I can just be MC
MiMi.
Okay, so
that's Pauline.
That's gonna do it for this episode of the podcast. I am your host, Pauline,
and I'm Taejha,
and you can listen to this episode again as well as any previous or future episodes on our network website. That's GSMCpodcast.com, as well as on
Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud. You can even listen to us on iTunes. Like us on Facebook, as well as follow us on Twitter.
So we'll talk to you guys next time. Enjoy and let us know. We want to know, are you guys going to be buying this Mariah Carey kit or line? And if you are, can you guys grab me too? Because and I'll pay you guys back, because I
would like one as well.
Honestly, probably will not be. Okay, the only way, and I hate to admit this, but I probably will have to be like in the mall, and there have to be like some leftover for me to get it
before you finally get it.
Because I don't know if I'm going to wake up early and be like having all my tabs open and having my phone on it, like, because I don't know, like I'm too nervous when it comes to makeup.
Your phone is gonna crash,
exactly,
for sure.
So but anyways, so if you guys get one, can you guys get up 2, maybe even 3, because my girl Tay, she wants one too. So we'll talk to you guys next time.
You guys will listen to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. From movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.